अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः।
Namaskar, this is Tulja Bhavani. I welcome you all to my online class in law, especially to the wing of business law. In our today's class 007, we are going to learn about revocation of an offer. Revocation means to withdraw or to take back. Dear viewers, in our previous classes, we have learned about offer, kinds of offers, and essential elements of a valid offer. So, offer is the first step in the formation of a contract. In order to form a contract, we require two parties. One party has to make an offer and the other party has to accept the offer. A person cannot make an offer to himself. So in order to make offer, we require two persons, the offerer and the offeree. The person who makes an offer is called as an offerer, and the person to whom the offer is made is called as offeree. Offer plus acceptance is equal to agreement. I told you all in our previous classes. So all agreements are not enforceable in the court of law, whereas all contracts are enforceable in the court of law. All agreements are not contracts, but all contracts are agreements. I told you that all MCOM students have come from BCom background, whereas all BCom students may or may not do their MCom. So now let us proceed towards our today's class. So offer plus acceptance makes an agreement, and to this agreement, if enforceability meets, then the contract becomes valid. Enforceability means when either of the party to the contract fails to perform their contractual obligation, the other party can file a case against the opposite party and see that the other party performs their contractual obligation, or they can compensate the damages which are suffered by the plaintiff. So now let us proceed towards our today's class 007. It is about revocation of an offer or proposal. Right. Right. Revocation of offer or proposal. Lecture number 007. Revocation of offer or proposal. Revocation means withdrawal, taking back. According to Section 5 of the Indian Contract Act 1872, an offer can be revoked at any time or stage before it is accepted. So in simple language, revocation means to take back or to withdraw. So what I am taking back? I am taking back the proposal which I have made to the other party. So there is a definition which is given by Section 5 of the Indian Contract Act 1872 as an offer can be revoked, can be taken back at any stage or time before it is accepted. If I want to take back my offer, I can take it back before it is accepted. Let me give you one example. In that example, let me give you one example wherein let us assume कि भैया हम जो है हमारी गाड़ी मारुति स्विफ्ट डिजायर अपने मित्र को बेचना चाहते हैं, और हमारे मित्र जो हैं वो बिहार में रहते हैं और उनका नाम है अशोक. सो हम अपने मित्र को एक चिट्ठी लिख रहे हैं और चिट्ठी में हम अपने मित्र के सामने यह प्रस्ताव रखते हैं कि अशोक भैया, क्या आप हमारी गाड़ी 7 लाख रुपए में खरीदोगे? और उनसे यह भी कहते हैं कि यदि आपको अपनी स्वीकृति देनी है तो आप भी टेलीग्राम द्वारा या पत्र द्वारा हमें सूचित करें. सो यदि अशोक भैया को मंजूर होगा तो अशोक भैया हमें पत्र लिखेंगे या टेलीग्राम करेंगे। जब तक अशोक भैया हमें पत्र लिखें या टेलीग्राम करें, और यदि इस बीच हमारा मन बदल गया, हमें कोई और दूसरा ख्याल आ गया कि अशोक भैया सिर्फ 7 लाख रुपए देंगे और 7 लाख से ज्यादा हमारे कोई दूसरे मित्र हैं जो कि लखनऊ में रहते हैं, उनका नाम है किशोर कुमार शुक्ला, और शुक्ला जी हमें 8 लाख तो जरूर देंगे, तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, जो भी प्रस्ताव हमने अशोक भैया के सामने रखा उस प्रस्ताव को हम खंडित करेंगे, उस प्रस्ताव को हम कैंसल करेंगे, और कैंसल करने के लिए हम दूसरा चिट्ठी, दूसरा पत्र लिखेंगे। पहले हमने पत्र लिखा, अब हम क्या करेंगे, हम टेलीग्राम का इस्तेमाल करके जब तक ये पत्र जाएगा अशोक भैया के हाथ में, उससे पहले टेलीग्राम पहुंचेगा कि अशोक भैया हम अपनी गाड़ी आपको बेचना नहीं चाहते। तो पहले, सो आई एम कैंसलिंग माई ऑफर बिफोर द एक्सेप्टेंस इज गिवन बाय मिस्टर अशोक. So this is called as revocation of offer. Revocation means to withdraw or to take back. So according to section 5 of the Indian Contract Act 1872, an offer can be revoked at any stage or at any time before it is accepted. So I can revocate my offer before I get the acceptance from the offeree. जब तक अशोक भैया की स्वीकृति नहीं मिलती हमें, उनकी स्वीकृति, जब तक वो अपनी स्वीकृति हमें नहीं बताते तब तक हम अपने ऑफर को कैंसल कर सकते हैं। सो स्वीकृति देने से पहले, अशोक भैया अपनी स्वीकृति हमें देने से पहले हमारे पास इतना वक्त है कि हम अपने प्रस्ताव को वापस ले सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। Important points which we have to keep in our mind. Communication of revocation of offer has to be expressed clearly. अब देखिए भैया, सेम एग्जाम्पल अशोक भैया का ही हम लेते हैं। तो अब हमने हमारे मित्र अशोक भैया जो हमारे आमने सामने रहते हैं, अब हम पत्र का इस्तेमाल नहीं कर रहे हैं, हमारे जो अशोक भैया हैं वो हमें मॉर्निंग वॉक में मिलते हैं और हम अशोक भैया से कहते हैं कि अशोक भैया हम अपनी मारुति स्विफ्ट डिजायर गाड़ी जो है 7 लाख रुपए में आपको बेचना चाहते हैं। अशोक भैया आश्चर्यित हो गए, पहले तो वो बहरे ही बिकेम वेरी शॉक्ड, और उन्होंने हमसे पूछा कि काहे अपनी गाड़ी तुम बेचना चाहती हो। हमने अशोक भैया से कहा कि भैया हमें थोड़ी पैसों की तंगी चल रही है और हमें पैसों की सख्त जरूरत है। भैया मुस्कुराए और कहे, अरे पैसों की तंगी तो तुम्हें नहीं हो सकती, सच बताओ काहे बेचना चाह रही हो अपनी गाड़ी। तो हम अशोक भैया से कहते हैं कि भैया हमारा जो है तबादला हो गया है और हम गाड़ी बेचना चाहते हैं। तो अशोक भैया कहते हैं कि अच्छा, तो हम कल तक आपको सोच के बताएंगे, आपकी भाभी से पूछकर हम कल तक आपको सोचकर बताएंगे। अब भैया हमारे पास रह गए 24 घंटे। इस 24 घंटे में यदि हमारा दिमाग बदल गया, यदि हमें कोई और ख्याल आया और हम जो है अपना प्रस्ताव वापस लेना चाहते हैं, तो हमें 24 घंटे से पहले अशोक भैया के सामने जाना है और जाकर अपने प्रस्ताव को वापस क्यों ले रहे हैं इसे स्पष्ट तरह से उन्हें बताना चाहिए। This is known as communication of revocation of offer has to be expressed clearly. Then why am I taking back my offer? This I have to tell very clearly to the offeree, the reason behind cancellation of my offer. Then comes revocation has to move from the offerer or by a duly authorized agent. अगर हम हमारा जो है ऑफर कैंसिल करना चाहते हैं तो हमने जिस तरह से हमने प्रत्यक्ष होकर अशोक भैया के सामने अपना प्रस्ताव रखा, उसी तरह से हमें स्वयं जाकर अशोक भैया को बताना चाहिए कि भैया हम अपना प्रस्ताव काहे वापस ले रहे हैं। यदि हम ना गए तो हमारा जो ऑथराइज्ड एजेंट है, जो हमारी तरफ से हर काम करता है, उसे भेजकर ये समाचार अशोक भैया तक पहुंचाना है कि हम हमारा प्रस्ताव जो है वापस ले रहे हैं. So the information with regard to revocation of an offer has to be given personally by the offerer, or in absence of an offerer, any authorized agent who is appointed by the offerer himself. I cannot deal with every contract. So what I have done, I have appointed one agent, and the name of my agent is Mr. Sunil Naidu. So I have to go personally to Mr. Ashok, or I have to send Sunil Naidu on my behalf to Ashok and let Ashok know that why am I cancelling my offer. Then comes notice of revocation of an offer has to be sent by the same channel through which an offer is made. Dear viewers, today, as of now, we are in the 21st century. The year of enforcement of Indian Contract Act was 1872. So during those days, we had only telegram as our means of communication and telephone. So the way in which mode of channel you are making an offer, in the same mode of channel you have to send your revocation of offer information. So जिस तरह से, जिस मोड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन से आपने ऑफर दी है, उसी मोड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन से आप उसका रिवोकेशन भी करेंगे. हमने प्रत्यक्ष जाकर अशोक भैया से प्रस्ताव की बात की थी, अभी फिर हम प्रत्यक्ष जाकर इस प्रस्ताव को वापस लेने की बात करेंगे. Then comes offer can't be revoked even if the letter of acceptance is lost or delayed in transit. अब देखिए भैया, हमने आपके सामने प्रस्ताव रखा, हमने अशोक भैया को एक पत्र लिखकर भेज दिया कि अशोक भैया हम अपनी गाड़ी आपको 7 लाख रुपए में बेचेंगे. और अशोक भैया जैसे चिट्ठी पढ़ते हैं, भैया बड़े ही प्रसन्न हो जाते हैं और भैया भी हमें पत्र लिखकर भेज देते हैं. जब वो हमें पत्र लिखकर भेजते हैं, पोस्ट ऑफिस में एक छोटा सा कार्ड मिलता है, उसको हम कहते हैं एक्नॉलेजमेंट कार्ड. सो ये एक्नॉलेजमेंट कार्ड जो है हमारे अशोक भैया के पास ही होता है. और जब अशोक भैया अपना एक्सेप्टेंस हमें देते हैं, तो पोस्ट ऑफिस में थोड़ा डिले हो जाता है, या तो वो लेटर जो है गुम जाता है. इस लेटर का गुमना या इस लेटर या ये लेटर देर से हमारे हाथ में आना, इससे अशोक भैया का कोई संबंध नहीं है. हमने उन्हें प्रस्ताव दिया, उन्होंने हमारा प्रस्ताव स्वीकार कर लिया. जब अशोक भैया ने अपना प्रस्ताव स्वीकार कर लिया, when offer and acceptance both have met, an agreement is formed. The moment an agreement is formed where a money transaction has taken place, enforceability enters automatically. Now at any cost I cannot revocate my offer. I have to sell my car only to Ashok. In case if I sell my car to somebody, then Mr. Ashok has a right to file a case against me based on the proof of the acknowledgement card. Right. Now, revocation of offer may take place in the following ways. Dear viewers, your attention please. Right, here are 7 ways where an offer may be revoked in the following ways. For every 7 ways, I have prepared one slide, and when the slide comes, we'll discuss about these points. Now, I'm going to give just a reading of these points. The first point is, if a communication of revocation is made by the offerer to the offeree by lapse of time, if no time is prescribed, then reasonable time without communication of acceptance. If the acceptor fails to fulfill the conditions of the offer before acceptance due to the death or insanity of the offerer, and if this death or insanity comes to the knowledge of the offeree before it is accepted, by not accepting in the prescribed mode or usual mode, by a cross offer, a counter offer may revoke the original offer. Right. Now, let us know about each of these 7 points in detail. The first one was, if a communication of revocation is made by the offerer to the offeree. So what I said, if a communication of revocation is made by the offerer to the offeree, so it is the duty, a offerer is bound to inform the information pertaining to his revocation clearly to the offeree. Why am I not selling my car? Yes, I have got transferred to so and so place. Now my transfer orders have been cancelled due to novel coronavirus. Offices are not working. When offices are not working in remote areas, it is my duty here to be in the city, because workload will be more in case of cities compared to the villages. So for time being, I am being posted in city only. So as of now, I cannot make an offer, so I am revocating my offer. Here is Mr. Sanjeev Kumar and right hand side is Mr. Vishnu. So Sanjeev Kumar has to tell very clearly to Mr. Vishnu why he is revocating his offer. हाँ भैया, हम पहले अपनी गाड़ी जो है आपको बेचना चाहते थे क्योंकि हमारा तबादला हो गया था. अब हमारा तबादला जो है कोविड-19 की वजह से रुक गया है और अब हम ट्रांसफ़र नहीं हो रहे हैं. अब हम ट्रांसफ़र नहीं हो रहे हैं भैया, शहर में रहेंगे तो हमको गाड़ी का ज़रूरत पड़ेगा. जब हमको गाड़ी का ज़रूरत पड़ेगा तो हम गाड़ी काहे बेचें? हम गाड़ी नहीं बेचेंगे. सो इस तरह से स्पष्ट रूप में आपको अपने ऑफर को वापस लेने का कारण ऑफरी को बताना पड़ेगा. नेक्स्ट दूसरा आ गया है, बाय लैप्स ऑफ टाइम. If no time is prescribed, then reasonable time without communication of acceptance. अब देखिए भैया, हमने आपसे पहले ही कहा था, an offer is open till what time? An offer will be opened until it is accepted by the offeree. If it is not accepted by the offeree, then until it is rejected by the offeree. If it is not rejected by the offeree, then we assume that it is accepted. So first, it has to be until it is accepted by the offeree. If not accepted by the offeree, until it is rejected. Now if it is rejected by the offeree cannot accept the original offer. A fresh offer has to be made. Let us assume, bhaiya, I am giving you two examples. On the left hand side you can see milk, and on the right hand side you can see a car. So here milk is a perishable goods. We have two types of goods, perishable goods and non-perishable goods. Perishable goods are those goods which cannot be stored for a long period of time. I cannot store milk for more than 5-6 hours without a refrigerator. So in order to store this milk, I require refrigerator. Even in refrigerator, I can store the milk for 2 to 3 days. So what happened? I have made an offer to XYZ person. Let us assume the name of that person is Suresh. So I made an offer to Suresh. Hello, Mr. Suresh. I have milk can in my home. Will you buy my milk can? Now I will give the maximum time which I can give to Mr. Suresh is 4 to 5 hours. If he gives me his acceptance after 7 hours or 8 hours, भैया ये दूध जो है वो खराब हो जाएगा. The milk will get spoiled. So here my offer will get lapsed because of time. I cannot wait more than 4 to 5 hours. Then in case of non-perishable goods are those goods which can be stored for a long period of time. Example is our car or refrigerator, washing machine, mobile phones, etc. They all come under non-perishable goods. So in case of non-perishable goods, a reasonable time will be given to the offeree to accept the offer. Now, who decides the reasonable time? Reasonable time will be decided by the court. भैया, हमने आपको हमारी गाड़ी को बेचने का प्रस्ताव आपके सामने रखा है। सो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम आपको 1 महीने का वक्त देंगे, 2 महीने का देंगे, 3 महीने का देंगे। क्या हम आपको 1 साल 2 साल का वक्त देंगे? नहीं देंगे। क्यों? क्योंकि हमारे पास जो है पैसे की तंगी है। सो हम जो है आपको एक रीजनेबल टाइम देंगे और इस रीजनेबल टाइम के अंदर आपको अपनी स्वीकृति हमें देनी है। यदि आप हमको अपनी स्वीकृति नहीं देते हैं तो वो ऑफर क्या हो जाएगा? विथड्रॉ हो जाएगा। यू कैन नॉट एक्सेप्ट दैट ऑफर अगेन। Then comes if the acceptors fails to fulfill the condition of the offer before it is accepted. Dear viewers, I told you that there are conditional offers. Conditional offers are those offers on which the offeree has to accept before before giving his assent. There are some conditions which has to be accepted by the offeree. Then I even told you about the standard offers, standard term of contract. Standard terms of contracts are those contracts which are otherwise called as accept or reject ऑफर्स. सो यदि आपको मंजूर है आप एक्सेप्ट करिए, यदि आपको मंजूर नहीं है आप एक्सेप्ट मत करिए. सो स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स आर दोज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स विच आर अदरवाइज कॉल्ड एज एक्सेप्ट और रिजेक्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. इफ यू डोंट लाइक, don't accept. So under those kinds of contract, one party will predetermine the terms and conditions of that contract and the other party has nothing to do, cannot do anything other than putting their initials. If you like, put the initial, otherwise keep quiet. Example, when we open our email accounts, when we want to create our Google account or when we want to create our email IDs or we want to download some applications from the Play Stores, at those when we are downloading them, certain terms and conditions are written before entering into those apps. So if you accept those terms and conditions by clicking here, then it will be allowing you to use this app, otherwise it will not allow you to use those apps. So if you don't give your acceptance, the offer gets withdrawn or it will be taken back. That company gives you an offer. See, if you accept these terms and conditions, you are allowed to use our application. If you accept, it is okay. If you don't accept, whatever offer I have given, that will be taken back. Right, now next slide. Due to the death or insanity of the offerer, and if this death or insanity comes to the knowledge of the offeree before it is accepted. Let us assume that I made an offer. I'm a teacher. Being a teacher, I made an offer to a group of students saying that, dear students, I'm going to complete the entire syllabus of you during this academic year. And when I made an offer, children have accepted it. Offer and acceptance has taken place. Let us assume that I am teaching on commercial basis by collecting fees from the students. So what I have done, I have collected the fees and I started taking my classes. So after completion of 75% or 50% of the syllabus, let us assume that one fine night in the sleep, I have left the world, I have expired. So when I have expired, who has to fulfill the promise which is made by me? If my son or if any of my family members are teachers teaching the same profession, teaching the same subject, belonging to the same department, then they have to fulfill my promise which I have made to you. Right. Another side, you have a doctor. It is also similar to what example I have given. Let us assume that this doctor is very famous for making knee replacement in Hyderabad, and everybody wants to get operated with this doctor. But if unfortunately something happens to this doctor, then who has to fulfill his promise? His family members or any doctor whom he believes can replace him. So, right. So, due to the death or insanity of the offerer, and if this death or insanity comes to the knowledge of the offeree. Let us assume that I made you an offer. Hello, Mr. So-and-so person, will you buy my car? So when I made him an offer, I was fine. So by the time my letter reached to his hand, before that the news of my death has reached to his ears. So when he came to know that when he came to know the news of my death, automatically my offer gets revoked, cancelled, because I am not there. When I am not there, who will perform my promise? In case of personal skills, I have to perform. In case of non-personal skills, if it is accepted by the offeree, if the offer is accepted by the offeree, without the offeree does not know that I have died, and they have written a letter to me, yes madam, I want to purchase your car. So in this case, my legal heirs have to sell her the car. Okay, where no personal skills are required, but where personal skills are required, and where the offeree do not know the news of my death, at that time the offer gets automatically cancelled, because I should be there in order to perform that promise. If I am not there, who will perform? Nobody will perform. Right. Next comes by not accepting in the prescribed mode. So when the offerer is making an offer, he tells about some prescribed mode to the offeree to send his assent. So let us assume that I am making you an offer through a postcard saying that, hello Mr. Will you buy my car for 12 lakh rupees? If you are interested to buy my car, then please send your assent through the same postcard mode. I have prescribed you the mode of sending your acceptance, and if you have not sent me your acceptance, then the offer gets lapsed, revoked by not accepting in the prescribed mode or usual mode. Okay, bhaiya, I made you a phone call. So when I made you a phone call, I asked you, please respond to me. Please give me your assent through a phone call. You are supposed to make me a phone call. If I have sent you an email, I request you to reply me through an email only. If you use some other mode of acceptance, then the offer is said to be revoked, cancelled. Right, by a cross offer. Dear viewers, in our previous classes, we have discussed about what is a cross offer. A cross offer is that offer where two parties make an offer to each other without having any knowledge that the other party is also making an offer. This is I said. So in order to make a cross offer, the parties must be same, right? And the subject matter should be the same, and both the parties should be unaware that the other party is making an offer. This is what I said. So let us assume here I have put my slide where one horse is running and two people are talking. Let me give you an example. Let us assume that here Miss Vani, she is having a horse and she wants to settle in Australia. So when she wants to go to Australia, everyone in her apartment knows very well that Miss Vani has a horse. So अब भैया ये जब ऑस्ट्रेलिया में बसना चाहती हैं, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जाना चाहती हैं, जिस अपार्टमेंट में ये रहती हैं मोहतरमा, उस अपार्टमेंट में सभी को पता है कि इनके पास जो है एक घोड़ा है और वह घोड़ा बहुत अच्छी तरह से दौड़ता है. यदि इसे हम रेस में लगाएं तो जीतने की बहुत सारी आकांक्षाएं होंगी, बहुत सारे चांसेस होंगे. तो हर कोई जो है इस घोड़े को खरीदना चाहता है. तो एक दिन क्या होता है, ये मोहतरमा अपना घोड़ा बेचना चाहती हैं और उनके जो पड़ोसी हैं, लेट अस टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ मिस्टर वर्मा. वर्मा जी को व्हाट्सएप करती हैं या तो वर्मा जी से आमने सामने मिलती हैं, आमने सामने यहाँ खड़ी हुई हैं. तो ये वर्मा जी से मिलती हैं और कहती हैं, वर्मा जी क्या आप मेरा घोड़ा खरीदेंगे? वर्मा जी के दिल में भी यही बात रहती है कि ये जो है मैडम वानी से उनका घोड़ा खरीदना चाहते हैं. और जब मैडम वानी इनके सामने आती है, दोनों अपने प्रस्ताव आमने सामने रखते हैं. यहाँ पर दोनों जो प्रस्ताव हैं आपस में टकराते हैं. हियर बोथ द ऑफर्स विल meet with each other. Nobody is accepting. Here Vani is making an offer, Varma is also making an offer. Vani is making an offer to Varma saying that, hello Mr. Varma, will you buy my horse for 2 lakh rupees? Varma is also making an offer to Miss Vani saying that, hello Madam Vani, I want to purchase your horse for 2 lakh rupees. Here both the parties are making offer to each other. Here two offers are interacting with each other. None of the party is accepting any offer. So when both the offers meet together, the offer gets withdrawn. So what, in order to make cross offer a contract from these two parties, one of the party has to withdraw their offer and accept the offer of the other party. यहाँ पर देखिए वानी जी कह रही हैं कि वर्मा जी क्या आप मेरा घोड़ा खरीदेंगे? वर्मा जी भी कह रहे हैं वानी क्या तुम तुम्हारा घोड़ा मुझे बेचोगी? तो भैया वर्मा जी आप जो है अपना प्रस्ताव वापस ले लीजिए और जो प्रस्ताव मैंने आपके सामने रखा है उस प्रस्ताव को आप अपनी स्वीकृति प्रदान कीजिए. सो जब आप अपनी स्वीकृति उसे प्रदान करेंगे तो वो बन जाएगा एक वैलिड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. नेक्स्ट, a counter offer may revoke original offer. We have even discussed about what a counter offer means. A counter offer is that offer which cancels the original offer. So let us assume that here Mr. Ram and Mr. Krishav. Ram is on my left hand side, Krishav is on my right hand side. So Ram makes an offer to Mr. Krishav. Hello Mr. Krishav, will you buy my house for 50 lakh rupees? Krishav, in response to this offer, he makes an offer, another offer. He makes a counter offer saying that I am interested to buy your house, but not for 50 lakhs, but for 30 lakhs. When Mr. Krishav is making a counter offer, it means he is cancelling the original offer. It is an implied indication that the original offer is cancelled. यहाँ पर जो है हमारे राम भैया कृषव जी को एक प्रस्ताव रखते हैं कि कृषव क्या तुम मेरा घर 50 लाख में खरीदोगे? कृषव को ये प्रस्ताव बड़ा ही पसंद आता है, मगर कृषव कहता है हाँ मैं तुम्हारा घर खरीदूंगा मगर 50 लाख में नहीं 30 लाख में खरीदूंगा. सो जब ये अपना प्रस्ताव इनके सामने रखते हैं तो जो ओरिजिनल ऑफर है वो ऑफर जो है कैंसिल हो जाता है, विथड्रॉ हो जाता है. सो वंस इफ काउंटर ऑफर इज मेड, द ओरिजिनल ऑफर कैन नॉट बी accepted. This was all about the revocation of an offer. So thank you so much for listening me with patience. Have a nice day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.